Standby ready. Good luck.
Thank you for the raid. Alright. What do you mean? You just heard me talk. Thank you, Discord. Giving me nonsense about it can't detect my thing. Oh, awesome. You can barely hear that. Okay, there we go. Okay, yep, okay. Oh, that's not good. Alright. This is going to be fun because it has been a while since I've done this. And by done this, I mean play Silent Hill. That was very jarring. It does kind of have that beat of like a pep rally cheer. I just love how different those two pieces of music were. All right, let us go ahead and start. Also, if you hear me kind of cut out, let me know because I got that wonderful update that everyone did, and it seems like it has been affecting. Like, I think I just need to adjust my noise gate a little bit, but I don't think it should be too big of a deal. So yeah, nonetheless, let us go ahead and start. So, hello and welcome to a Friday edition of Retro Rank Rhapsody. It's been a while since we've played this, but we're continuing our look at Silent Hill. It's been 2 weeks since I've done this, so I am sure that a game like Silent Hill with a control scheme that is not exactly standard, or at least nowadays standard, I'm sure this will be great. But let us go ahead and see how badly I get screwed up by this. So, let us resume. Let us hit the right button and then resume. And also, there are violent and disturbing. There are violent and disturbing. There are violent and disturbing images in this game. Clearly, I needed to wake my tongue up, even though I just got out of a stream. So yeah, Silent Hill. If I remember where we left off, we had just gotten to some church, I believe. We had just gotten out of. We just had our first boss fight inside of a school, and that's kind of all I remember. I do also remember there being a cutscene that we had to skip, unfortunately, and I forgot to go and watch that. So, yeah. Okay, we are in a church.
If you had to skip the cutscene when you enter the church, that's the cutscene where you meet Dahlia.
Okay. Yep, it is. Because it was breaking the emulator. Okay. Bible. There's a can.
How are your frames looking? Cause I'm getting some dropping on your side stream.
Are you? It's not. It's looking perfect on my end.
All right.
Yeah. If it, and let me just check the mainstream just in case. It could just be the game. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's come on. Is that a door? Oh, okay. Oh, it's your in. You know what? Let's go out. I think if I remember correctly, our map was pointing out somewhere we could go. Let's see, is it this hit? Nope, that's that. Oh, my health's not doing good. Okay. Since that's the problem of coming back to a game. Let's go back in the church and see if there's anything to look at. Is there... Okay, that's my map button. Okay. Oh, right. I am going to actually... Give me a moment. I gotta go in here and futz with a few settings. Namely, I need to turn off rewind. Well, it's more I need to free up some keys. Let's see. Delete. And should be... Yep. Up. Up. Come on. Up. There we go. Okay. So. Up. There we go. Up. Come on. There we go. Okay. So there's my aim and yep. Health drink, I will take it. Which actually I should use some because if I'm not in great shape. Shotgun shells. There we go. We're in a amber, I guess. Amber, I guess, is the color of our energy. It won't open. Okay. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. This game's look is so weird. Also doesn't help the fact that I still have Kadelka a little bit on the brain. Oh, there's a run button. Okay. There we go. Okay, I guess we can't do... Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, and is that just the save? I guess not. Nothing special. Collection box, nothing inside. Okay, it's just Bible. That's just, whatever the hell that thing's called. Okay, it does not look like there is anything for me to do in here. Hey, X, can you do me a solid?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you tell me where the hell I need to go?
All right, so This guide says to head back to the infirmary.
Okay. Back to the infirmary. Yeah, I think that is probably the problem of coming back 2 weeks later, especially after just doing that. Let's see, Bradbury Street. Infirmary. Where was the...
Game FAQs has a ton of ads on it now.
Great. So I usually run an ad block. Infirmary. I believe that was the school, so let us go back to the school.
Because I don't think you've found one thing.
Where would this one thing be?
It is. So you should have a key.
A key to...
See to the bottom hall of the infirmary where there's a list of teachers.
Okay, yep, we got that. So there's like the K. Gordon key.
Yeah, once you get the K. Gordon key, you have to check the list of teachers again.
Uh-huh.
And that gives you an address that you mark off on the map, and that's where you go next.
Okay, because I think I got that. And that's after the church?
You're actually supposed to do it before the church, but...
Is it K... Because we go into the K. Gordon thing, because that's how we got to the church.
Oh, you... Okay.
Yeah, because there's K. Gordon right here.
Alright, so
because I think because you go from the I really need to stop pointing at the screen like you can see me.
Yeah.
So we go to
okay, you got it.
Went to the school, got to K. Gordon, now we're at the church. And I'm sure that Dahlia told us something, but I couldn't see it, unfortunately.
She gave you the Floros, and you should also have a drawbridge key.
Okay, I believe I saw the drawbridge key in my inventory. Drawbridge key. Yep, Floros and drawbridge key. Yes, I do have both.
Alright, cool.
And then I would assume that we would head towards a bridge, which...
Gas station.
Gas station. Okay, yep.
Bridge control room, so you want to head there.
Oh, thank you for the sub. Okay. Let's see, do we overshoot the gas station? Nope, we're right at it. Super Tuesday. Clearly this is the Shell station.
So there's extra weapons that you can get, but you can only get them in another playthrough.
Okay.
And that's either the rock drill or the chainsaw.
Alright. Okay, that's not the entrance. Okay, where? This is the gas station. Let's see, where is... Oh, do I have to go... The hell do I... Oh.
You can't get inside. That's not really what you're here for.
Okay.
You just want to head over here. Because there's a drawbridge control to your east.
Oh, I see. Bridge control room. Okie doke. Okay, not quite there yet. There we go. This looks like...
This looks bridge control-y.
This looks like I can't see shit. Thankfully. There's a rock trail. There's no gasoline. So I take it. So I take it in.
Weapon.
Yep, I take it that in a new game it would just have fuel in it.
No, you need to find the... So, between the rock drill or the chainsaw, you need to find a gasoline tank at the gas station. And then use it on that in order to use it.
And you can only get that... Do I need that now?
No, that's New Game Plus.
Okay. Okay, so bridge control.
You can go up another floor if you leave.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, is that a save? Yes. Okay. Okay, now how to control bridge. Oh, that's a... looks like a thingy. It is. Also, it's great whenever there's, like, frame drops in, like, these kind of games because it's like... is this the game being natural, or is it the emulator being weird?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
I have a feeling it's a lot of this game probably ran like this when it first came out, because it feels like... I think a huge indicator about which was which would be sound is actually a huge indicator of whether or not it's emulator or not. Okay, so I take it I can just go across this bridge. There was something about that fade out that I was really concerned that it was about to say, please insert disc 2.
No, this is a single disc game.
Yeah. Like
somebody chopped it up into 2 discs. That'd be really shitty.
Yeah, somehow I got the version that... okay, so... Joy!
Alchemilla.
Time to go to a hospital. That's going to end up great.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we have to go to Konami Burger first. Kiss my dick, gargoyle. I'm not dealing with bullshit.
I always thought they were pterodactyls.
Maybe. They're just flying little shit things, so I'm just not gonna deal with it. Okay, where's Konami Burger? Ow. Although I did have a whole ton of ammo, so I could deal with this guy, but... Uh-oh. Okay. Oh!
Guess not.
I know.
You're gonna have to run past.
I was gonna say, I know that this game has, like, doesn't have, like, edge gravity like that, so I wouldn't just plunge to my death, but still. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, shoot a while it's all the way in the distance. think you got it.
Yeah. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, that's not... Okay, let's assess where we're at. I think we're at... Oh, okay, we're not as bad as I thought, but still. Okay. Oh, that's right, we got the pipe. Okay, so...
Don't forget to kicky.
Right. Oh, you have to do that for everything?
You don't have to, but it certainly helps.
I don't
That one's completely dead.
Oh, I hear... Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Also, I was too busy thinking about Kudelka that I'm like, I don't want to... I could bring out my pipe, but I don't want to break it. But then again, that's not how this game works. Okay.
Yeah, Kudelka was an odd...
Whoop! The hell? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought I heard.
Hold it. Stop. Don't shoot.
Hi.
Wait. I'm not here to fight. My name is Harry Mason. I'm in town on vacation.
Thank God, another human being.
Good thing I shot at you.
I'm Dr. Michael Kaufman. I work at this hospital.
So maybe you can tell me what's going on.
I really can't say. I was taking a nap in the staff room. When I woke up, it was like this.
With my gun.
Everyone seems to have disappeared. And it's snowing out, this time of year. Something's gone seriously wrong. Did you see those monsters? Have you ever seen such
They look like
aberrations?
monsters to you.
Ever even heard
I
of
look
such things?
forward to that line paying off because it's the
You
one
and I
thing I've
both
heard
know
people mention
creatures
about
like
this
that
game.
don't exist.
Which what?
Do they look like monsters to you?
Oh, that's Silent Hill
You seen
2.
a little
Oh,
girl
never mind.
anywhere? I'm looking for my daughter. She's only 7.
No, it's
Short,
Silent Hill
black
2.
hair.
She's missing.
Specifically,
I'm sorry.
Eddie.
But with all those monsters around, I highly doubt that she's... Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you.
That's why I fired my gun at you.
She's here with you?
She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter.
I see. I'm sorry. Well, I'd better be going. I can't just sit around here doing nothing.
So long.
Firing my gun at
Good luck
random
out there.
people.
Okay. Nothing helpful. You know, when I heard the gunshot, that's not what I was expecting. Okay. Oop. Let's ransack the building. Nothing helpful. Nothing helpful.
Call this the not helpful room.
It is... Everything is not going to be helpful except for the one thing that is very helpful. Nothing special written there. Nothing unusual. Okay, I guess maybe there is nothing helpful in this room. Especially the camera. I will definitely take that. Oh, I will take that. I don't know why it's a very tiny detail, but I like the fact that it's no longer on the wall. Okay, so we are in the office.
Yeah, whenever you pick up an item, it disappears from the game space.
God, I forgot how good this game's map is. Like, hey, tell me what rooms I've been in. Medicine room, I will definitely want to go in there. Okay. There's a newspaper. The article's been clipped out. Wait, does the article's been clipped out?
Yeah.
Very tiny newspaper if it just has one article. Also, is this a medicine room? Wait, you're not even gonna give me like a pity health drink in the medicine room? It's dumb.
All the medicine's been used up.
I suppose. Yeah, this hospital doesn't exactly look like it. Let's see, did we get...
I don't think you went through that back door.
Yeah, I think it's this... Okay, that's the back door. Okay. Couldn't tell which door I'd entered. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Okay, I always gotta check the bathrooms. Can be... Okay. Oops, wrong button. Nope, did I go in the office? Nope. Oh, I see. Okay. So that was the one way I could go. Okay. Not going to let me go into the all-important bathrooms. Oh! Okay, that's what I meant to do. There we go.
I think it's because it leads to the staircase, and the staircase
Oh. Oh, yep, I see. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's go to the storeroom. Or not. Or not. Is there any rooms I can go in? Let's see, where are we? We are in the doctor's office. I'll take that. Yep, phone's out. As I just mash X on everything to see if I can pick anything up.
That is really kind of the gameplay loop for Silent Hill. It's just rub your face on everything and hope you find something to use.
I was just say it's like the adventure game kind of loop.
Occasionally broken up by bouts of fighting.
Yep. Yep, basement key. I'll go ahead and take it. This seems like something. Yep.
You can't get through there.
Yeah. That's gonna say phones out. Yep. Nothing unusual. Nothing special. Okay.
It's great because I can tell that you're mashing the X button because you skipped through text.
Yep. Surprised also you aren't hearing it. Okay, so...
You're surprisingly quiet with the controller.
I'm holding it low. With my positioning, it's kind of... Because if I was holding it up, like... Oh, also my noise gate's be very aggressive at the moment. That was a health drink. Yeah, I just got that Windows update that was breaking everyone's things, and...
Oh, what's it breaking this time?
Well, it just... Everyone else who got it, something of theirs broke, and they had to fix it. Plastic bottle. I think it... Something got adjusted on mine. And I think my noise gate's being a lot more aggressive than it usually is. Because I noticed when I look at Discord, my voice is getting cut off, it seems like. Okay, I guess that's it in there.
I can hear your button presses when you talk.
Oh. Oh, you can hear it on stream. Oh, yeah, because my stream has a much lower voice gate than Discord does. I was gonna say, actually, I don't know if I have a noise gate on Discord. Or not on Discord, on stream. Which I should probably adjust. Not like it's gonna... Oh, that's a...
Oh, you want to use the bottle here, I think.
It looks smashed on purpose.
Yeah, use the bottle here.
Alright.
You're not going to get to the point where you use it, but... You can easily miss this.
As this... What do we have? Like, that... I would not think to do that, because you'd figure if the bottle would be smashed on the floor, that all the liquid would be, like, unobtainable.
You'd think that, but it's a Silent Hill.
Apparently not.
So this is used towards closer to the end of the game, and it's used to rescue a character.
Oh, is this one of the things that you need to get in order to get the good ending?
Yeah.
That's... dick.
Because if you don't get it here, then you're not getting it at all.
Oh. Where is it?
I'm going to turn on your flashlight.
Oh, right. Does the flashlight run out of juice?
Nope.
Oh. Oh, good.
Remember, you could kick them so you don't waste a bullet.
Yeah, also I'm wondering... I have a lot of ammo, but I wonder if I should just bring out the pipe. Oh, that's just that. You know what, just in case they spawn again... So let's see. Let's see, where is this? Storeroom. Is that something on the floor? No. Let's see, ICUs. That didn't sound... That doesn't sound good. I'm pretty sure that's not the noise a generator should make. I'm pretty sure that's not the noise that anything should make.
Sounds fine to me. Seems normal. Seems okay.
Okay. Let's get a cold. Darn. Okay. Okay, and that just goes the entrance. Now, what did that do? So I can go down. Or do I want to go...
Can you take it to the second floor?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. I was just expecting, it's like, oh, you can't go down, yeah, like, in the staircase, so why would you go through here? I'm so used to, like, the elevator being broken by default that it actually going to places is actually more, like, surprising. Okay. This is probably going to be fun times if I can get in. I guess let's go to the first floor. Or not. Okie dokie. Let us go to somewhere else then.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a
wait,
fourth
what?
floor.
What? Okay. I don't remember there being a fourth floor. Or was there not a fourth floor and they just mysteriously added it?
Ooh.
Am I going to be in Hell World now? Or is it going to be a cutscene? It's going to be a cutscene.
Yeah, there were only 3 floors.
Okay, we're in Hell World again. That was pretty quick.
I think you could turn your flashlight on again.
Oh, nope. There we go.
Precious light.
Okay, you're dead. Okay, let's see.
So the radio's only really good for alerting you that enemies are nearby. So you could easily play it without the radio.
Yeah. Oh. It's a birdcage. Nothing under under the bed. Wonder if I should bring out the pipe. Those nurses didn't seem too terribly mobile. It was a safe spot. Let's see, where are we? Room 302. Okay. VCR, it's a little bit usable. Ooh. Shotgun shells.
Looks like a box of candy.
I suppose. Oh. Oh, right, because video. Okay. Let's go ahead and chug that down. Also, how much ammo do we have left? 65. Maybe it might be a good idea to actually start using the shotgun. Because it seems like it takes quite a few bullets. Also, speaking of... Okay, there isn't a box underneath that. Okay. Okay, let me just make sure. I haven't gone in the men's room, though. And let's see, what kind of thing is this? Plate of turtle. Okay.
Ominous and spooky.
Okay, let's see. Okay, when's something gonna jump out at me? Game the music track kind of starting to loop. I think you need to hit the music track. There's a bottle filled with some kind of drug. Better leave it. A blood pack. What's a blood pack do? Blood pack. 200 milliliter blood pack found in the hospital storage room. Okay.
Delicious.
Is that first aid? Yes, it is. And Nope. Okay, let's see. I guess let's go to room 305. Or not. Let's go to room, whatever this one is. 306. Plate of cat.
It's a good plate. Probably the best plate you've picked up.
This is a Garfield plate.
It hates Mondays.
Oop. Oh, it unlocked. Okay.
So now you have access to floor 1.
And the basement. Oh, wrong button. Oh, right. Okay. Store's jammed. Oh. Oop. Okay. Where's the other one? You know, let's just get this over with. Or cutscene? No.
No, just loading time.
Like you had to decide that it was gonna die.
Wasn't quite sure about death, really.
Oops. I was hoping that if I hit it again, it would just reload. Oop, wrong one.
You will suffer your foolish fate.
Okay, let's use.
Pretty sure GameCube games are not on the table yet.
Not for another month. Don't feel like checking this out. That I do feel like checking out.
Can't believe you're taking that body's health drink.
No, that's not gonna need it.
Also, go to that last one that's on the left.
Like towards the wall.
Yeah. And then on the opposite side.
Oh, like the. Let's see. So like on the side of the wall.
No, on the opposite side of the room.
Oh,
Yeah,
opposite
keep
side.
going that. So it
Oh,
looks like,
oh,
yeah, there's
yep.
just an ampule.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Ah, I will take that.
Ampoule.
Yep, that's not where I want to go. Ooh. Hello.
There is a hammer.
Now, is this an upgrade or is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I see. I can't move while aiming it, but I take it that if I hit something, it's gonna go down. Or at least be highly hurt. Oh, that's just this room. Okay, let's go to floor 2. Yeah, I'd imagine that this is kind of a risk-reward kind of thing. Or not. Okay. I guess I have to go to floor 3 and just kind of go through the stairwell.
Yes, the stairwell is basically the way into each area.
All right. Okay. Oh, I could go on the roof. It... Or not. Okay, let's go to floor 2. Oop. Oop. Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
Seems like it would be pretty good against an enemy. But...
Yeah, it's not good against multiple enemy.
But against... Well... I guess these little piddly ones shouldn't be that bad.
What's this? Why? Why? Why?
What?
I don't know why it didn't have permissions for the term N64GA, but
Huh.
identity. Yeah, for me it says N64GA. Automod is very dumb.
Yeah. It's just... Okay. No point in that round. Or...
Violating identity. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to it because I just skimmed over the message real quick and was like, yeah, no, there's nothing here that should be modded.
Yeah, I don't even know what level I have it set to, because I know you can set it to different levels. Is that something that I can take with me? Nope, that's just the table. That's something I can take with me.
I think it depends on the game, to be honest. Not all N64 games emulate super well.
Yeah, I should be able to, like, I can't think of anything that off the top of my head that shouldn't be hard to... It depends upon what, Also, I forgot the chat was moving. What was the question? Oh, how, let's see, how hard are N64 games to emulate? It can be kind of finicky, but it's definitely doable. Where are you? There you are. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Stop moving.
He's
Okay.
undulating.
It's dead. Um. Yeah. Also, there are certain games that have had remakes. Like, for example, when we do Perfect Dark, there is a version that is available on.
Bottle of pills on there you're missing.
Oh, is there?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, there is. I'll take that.
Okay, maybe a drink. I thought it was a bottle of pills.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, you know, pills, water.
It's effectively pills. Okay, where have I not been? There's some room I've not been in Hell World. Okay, it's dead. Wait, am I on the first floor? I thought I only took one staircase down. Hey, open.
It's not gonna open.
Okay. Okay, where are we? And those are just jammed.
Legend says that door is locked.
Okay, and this one's take it. Yep. All right, let's go to the second floor. I hear you.
Maybe it's trying to jump out at you.
How much further away is it?
Only a little bit.
Where the hell is it? There it is.
There it is.
Hey. Hey. Got a present for you. Hey. 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 Hey, guess what I got? Hammer time. All right. Okay, let's... Oh. There's a lighter. Just give me 1 sec. Do. Okay, doke. Clouds flowing over a hill, sky on a sunny day, tangerines are bitter, lucky four-leaf clover, violets in the garden. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through this again. Liquid flowing from a slash risk. Okay. Notepad plus plus. Okay. I'm a new page. Okay. Clouds flowing over a hill. Sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky four-leaf clover, which I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to hyphenate like that. Violets in the garden. Dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time. Liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Okay.
I think you keep them in your notes.
There are 4 square indentations. Oh. I see. Clouds flowing over hills, sky along a sunny day, tangerines are bitter. What's in the garden? Okay, let's... You're not going to be like Kadelka and just place it.
Nope, you gotta figure out where they each go.
Great!
Plus, you have 2 more to find.
Yep.
Squelch, squelch, squish.
I see.
If only you had something that could distract it.
I wonder if that's even hitting it. It sounds like it is. But yes, I suppose I need to puzzle my way out. Okay, do I have something that can distract it? You know, if I use my sweet home logic, they're kind of like worms and I can use a lighter.
I mean, you could try that.
That's not gonna work. Blood pack. Oh. Fair enough. This really does feel like an adventure game at some point. It's like, does this kind of make sense? Kinda.
I mean, it gives you the hint of the blood.
I suppose it does.
Which is more than an adventure game would give you.
That is true. It's locked. Okie doke. So. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to go into the other side until I figure out the nurse station puzzle. Let's see.
Wait, there was a puzzle in there?
Well, the door.
It doesn't look like you tried the door yet. looks like it can pass through, but you haven't tried the other door inside there.
I thought that was the...
Wrong door.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I thought that this was the door.
Oh, right. Well, you have 3 of the 4 that you need. So you just gotta find that 4th one so you can put it in.
Yep. Okay. Let's go back to the 3rd floor and see if we can find anything. Okay, is there any place we haven't been? Video and... Actually, let's go back to floor 1. Also, just because I'm paranoid.
You didn't go in the director's office.
It's jammed. Oh, no. No, not... Okay. I see. This one I had not gone. Oh, wait. Oh. I really overshot that.
Also, check the vending machines while you're in here.
Okie doke. Okay, here we go. Ah, and there we go. Plate of Queen. Oh, and a save. Okay, and the vending machines. Oh, okay.
Check again.
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
That's nice. Oh, also there is... Hey. Got some for you.
It's nice of you to wait for them.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now let's go to... What was it, 2nd floor?
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like there was something on the wall there? The the Green Reapers.
Green.
Okay. Let me give it a good old snip. There we go. Let's put that aside. Okay. Okay, dokie. Let's go over here. Now. Let's take a look. 4 square indentations. What do we got? Mock turtle Cheshire cat. Let's take a look.
4 games, DEFCON 1 PS1.
Sure, I could take a look at that. Okie dokie, where...
I have the puzzle open if you want.
I'm just trying to... I want to... Let's see if I can... I'm trying to...
Not the solution, the actual
Oh, you have...
clues.
Oh, so does it actually use that little poem?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Dandelions along the path, unavoidable sleeping time. Clouds flowing over hills, sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky four-leaf clover. Dandelions on unavoidable sleeping time, liquid flowing for /rest. I think I might have an idea. Okay, because let's see what else we got. Green. Let's see, green. Bitter, lucky flower of clover. And let's see. Clouds over hills, sky on a sunny day, which is blue. So I think it's going in clockwise, starting from the top. And then, because let's see, clouds on a sunny day, sky in this. Okay, clouds flowing over hills, sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter, which is orange. Lucky flower of clover is green. Violets in the garden, which is violet. Dandelions along path, which would be yellow. And that was apparently the case.
There you go.
Hi. Okay.
Not quite dead yet.
Oh, right. Oh, there's you. Now they're dead.
Yep.
Okay. Good. This is another one. I appreciate that they do not show enough skirt for those.
Oh, yeah. Silent Hill is nothing if not tasteful.
Okay. Basement storeroom key. Intensive care unit. There it is. Okay, that seemed like something I could take, but I guess not.
Oh, you gotta go at it from the other side.
Unusual.
Try grabbing that white bottle.
Disinfecting alcohol. Okay. Oh, okay, alcohol bottle looks empty. Okay. Jammed. And first aid kit. Okay. Okay, so it's unlocked. 2. The basement. Yeah, Kiryu Yamaoka does interesting things with music-wise. Okie doke. I'm really surprised that there is not, like, a boss in here or something. Okay, handgun bullets.
That's old hat, you see.
Shotgun bullets. By shotgun bullets, I mean shotgun shells.
Bullets, shells, same thing.
Okay, let's see. How much shotgun shells do I have? 18. And then how many handgun bullets do I have? 104. Okay. So, because what, it took like 2 shotgun blasts from to kill the boss when I figured out?
About that, yeah.
Okay, this looks something. Nothing inside. That is way too big and red to be... Okay, there couldn't have just been ammo in here. So what am I missing? Feel this some kind of drug. It's not a door. Empty bottles inside, empty bottles inside. Oh, can I... Wait, can I... From the cabinet be moved? Yeah, is there something over here that if I do this... Yes. No.
Not quite. Wrong game.
I see. Looks like a hallway under the grate. Can't move since the vines started to grow. If only I had something to deal with vines. Now the fire goes away when I light... Okay, so what if I did... What if I... put disinfecting alcohol on it first? And then... lit it on fire. Hooray, I know how to light things on fire. Okay. This looks like something important. Like, if I were going to put a boss fight for this area. Got some. It's called hammer.
Visually, I want to say this game's held up fairly well.
Yeah, like it's obviously like a, it's obviously like a PlayStation game, but
It's one of the better looking ones.
yeah, like it's very PS1 looking, but oh, oh. Oh, pff. That placement was kind of dick. Ah, there we go. I knew we were going to find a VHS tape here. And what is this? That is
Strap.
part of the thing.
Just aesthetics.
That is not some sort of gun, as I was kind of hoping. It's also great because I was listening to someone who was like talking. Listen to someone talking.
You're listening to somebody talk.
Okay. I was listening to someone talk about how they felt like, oh, it was like talking about bad combat system and talking about this game. And I'm like, this game's combat isn't that bad. Like, it's not good. Like, it's not like I would want to make an entire game out of it. But, for what it is, it's better than I'd say Resident Evil's was.
Yeah, you have way more control, I think, of your character
Also,
than you do in Resident Evil.
Also, you have a decent melee weapon in this game.
Yeah.
What's this? Looks like someone's been here.
Alessa.
And that's where my cat got.
I
her
was
name.
about to ask, is this where you named your cat?
Yes.
Huh.
It was either going to be Dahlia or Alessa.
I think Alessa's a better name.
Dahlia
Personally.
would have been if she was an older cat when I got her.
Also, if she was like a black and white cat, I think Dahlia would be a good name for that.
Yeah. Alessa's a tortoise shell, so lots of color.
Okay. Oh, why am I Dutch angling? Okay, I think we've gotten everything down here. Unless there's something down here. Unless I got... Okay. That's... Problem is, since I don't have a map down here... Okay, so there was something at the other end of the hall. Ooh, also, wheelchair. Let's do the Harry Mason shuffle past here. Also, let's see, what examination room did we get? Oh, just examination room key. Oh, for the second floor. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised at how well this game's kind of held up.
I mean, the combat sucks if you try to use certain weapons against certain enemies. You know, like fast enemies, you don't want to be using the pipe or the hammer. You want to be using gun. So if you start trying to use the wrong weapons against the wrong kinds of enemies, yeah, you're not going to enjoy the combat.
Also, I generally like the puzzles that they've been so far, because I feel like I don't have that much experience with Resident Evil puzzles, but I feel like the ones in this are a lot more interesting.
There's certainly more more puzzles, I think, in Silent Hill than there are in Resident Evil, and they're a lot more focused on reading and understanding certain little things. Like even the first boss fight has a puzzle attached to it.
Wait. Oh. Oh, found in the second floor. I was gonna say, I'm like, that's not... The examination room is on the first floor. Silly game. I really don't care where I found it. I want to know where it is for. Which is a sentence.
Plus, you can mostly run away from combats. You don't really have to fight every single enemy that you come across, unlike Resident Evil, which kind of hamstrings you into fighting enemies.
Also, the camera is a lot... Who do we have? Yep.
Finally, someone else who's okay.
Who are you?
My name's Lisa Garland. What's yours?
Harry Mason.
Harry, tell me what's happening here. Where is everybody? I must have gotten knocked out. When I came to, everyone was gone. It's awful.
So you don't know anything either. Great. I just don't get it. It's like this is all some kind of bad dream.
Yeah, a living nightmare.
Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, 7 years old?
A 7-year-old girl. What, she's your daughter?
Yes.
A 7-year-old girl. I can't say that I have. I was unconscious all this time. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Do you know anything about all that weird stuff in the basement?
No? Why? Is there something down there?
You don't know? Don't you work here?
We're under strict orders never to enter the basement storeroom. So I really don't know. What did you say was down there?
Well, it's... Damn! My head.
What's wrong? Harry? Harry, let me help you. Harry?
Was I dreaming?
You were too late.
It's you.
Yes, Dahlia Gillespie.
Tell me everything you know. What's going on?
Darkness. The town is being devoured by darkness. Strength must overcome petty desire, childish sleep talk. I knew this day would come.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Believe the evidence of your eyes. The other church in this town, that is your destination. This is beyond my abilities Have you not seen the crest marked on the ground all over town?
So that's what I saw in the schoolyard. What does it mean?
It is the mark of Samael. Don't let it be completed.
Hey, wait!
So there's 2 games this weekend that we're doing that have Samael in it. Okay, so are we back in the real world now? Okay. Okay. Sagan Street and Kunt Street. I get those references. Simmons Street. That's clearly based off Richard Simmons. Okay. Okay, so I guess let's go... Oh, except that's actually... Yeah, because that was the other church in town. Was it across the bridge? Oh, on Crichton Street. Okay. Okay, I want to see what the timing is on that. Damn it. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's Balkan Church. There's the thing. Okay, I don't see any cafe, cake warden. Okay, I guess it is over here somewhere. Actually, do I have that green crystal thing in our thing, or did I... Did I need to pick that up? Okay, let's see. Was there something in here that I need to pick up? Hmm. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see. Let me take a look at the map again. Is there something that says church? Well, I could go to the post office or the police station because those areas are in red. Or not. You know what? This is a survival horror game. I'm going to the police station. How are these things? Okay. We are going to bring out the pistol for those things. What the? I shot. Okay, I guess not. Let's say, game, you are writing a check that your combat system cannot cache. Okay, Silent Hill Town Center. That looks like a fun place to go to. FAA. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay, now where'd I go? I feel like I missed something in the hospital somehow. Ooh. Okay, that was damn near invisible. Okay, let's see. Antique. That certainly is a noise. Antique green light. Okay, it's all the way on the other side of the thing. Okay, let's go down Sagan Street. Okay. Okay, let's save.
What's this?
Harry!
Sybil?
I'm glad you're okay. I shouldn't have left you. Things are worse than I thought. It's nuts.
What are you doing here? I thought you left town.
I saw you go in here, so I followed you. I couldn't get out. All the roads out of town are blocked. Cars have completely stopped running. The phones and radios are still out too.
What about my daughter? Did you see her?
I did see a girl.
Was it Cheryl?
I only caught a glimpse of her through the fog. I went after her, but she vanished. I don't know about your daughter, but
And you just let her go? Where was it?
on Bachman Road, she was heading towards the lake. Now don't get excited. It wasn't like she ran off exactly. There was no place for her to go. The road has been obliterated.
What? So then Cheryl...
It was like she was walking on thin air.
Hmm?
What about you? Anything?
Yeah, I met this bizarre woman. Her name's Dahlia Gillespie. Do you know her?
Dahlia Gillespie. No. And?
She said something about the town being devoured by darkness. Gibberish like that. Any idea what it means?
Darkness devouring the town? Must be on drugs. They sell them to the tourists. The force still can't figure out who's behind it. None of our leads have panned out, and the investigation is stalled.
What could drug trafficking have to do with all this?
I really don't know. But maybe that's the darkness she was talking about. That's all I can think of. What's this?
Just discovered it. Maybe there's something back there.
Let's have a look.
Wait. We don't know what's back there. I'd better check it out first.
I'm a cop. I should go.
No, I'm going.
All right. I'll cover you from here. Be careful. If anything looks fishy, get back here on the double.
Okay. Sybil,
Yeah?
do you know anything about... well, like some other world? It's like some kind of bad dream.
What are you talking about?
I'm not quite sure. I try to make sense of it, but then my mind goes blank. Everything's dark there, and I hear sirens in the distance. I met this nurse, Lisa. It's like I was there, but not really. It's all a blur, like some kind of hallucination, you know?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Harry.
Oh. I was just wondering. Never mind.
Harry. You're tired.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I see you made it out of the hospital.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there was a key there that I need to pick up, so I went and roamed around a bit.
What's this? Some kind of altar. Never seen anything like this before. Maybe this is the other church.
Some kind of powder. Is it cocaine? Okay, I see it does take things out of my inventory that are not useful anymore. Just wondering if I had to light these candles. Oh, I will definitely take the axe.
Everybody would take the axe. But the axe is good.
Oh, there we go.
What the?
Harry? Are you okay? Harry? Harry?
God, something about these transitions really.
Where am I?
Harry.
Lisa? Then I'm in the hospital?
You were having a bad dream.
Was I? Hey, you don't look too good. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Nothing you need to worry about.
Well, if
Probably
you're
means you
sure.
should worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Lisa, do you know a woman named Dahlia Gillespie?
Oh yeah, that crazy Gillespie lady. She's kind of famous around here. She never sees anybody, so I don't know that much about her. But I heard her kid died in a fire, and supposedly she's been crazy ever since.
Well, she says the town is being devoured by the darkness. Do you have any idea what she's talking about?
The town devoured by the darkness. Yes, I think I do. Before this place was turned into a resort, the townspeople here were on the quiet side. Everybody followed some kind of queer religion. Weird occult stuff, black magic, that kind of thing. As young people moved away, the people figured they'd been summoned by the gods. Evidently, things like that used to happen around here all the time. Before the resort, there really wasn't anything else out here. Everyone was so flipped out, you gotta blame it on something. Then a lot of new people came in and everybody clammed up about it.
A cult.
Last time I heard anything about it was, years ago. When several people connected with developing the town died in accidents. People said it was a curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up.
Was that another dream? Did I pass out again?
Okay. Um, God, the transitions of this game really have please insert next disc energy. Okay, now where am I at?
I appreciate that the save system is a notebook.
Uh-huh.
Just random notebooks that you find lying around, because it implies that Harry just all the time walks up to random notebooks and just writes about his fucking day.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Are we in Hell Silent Hill now? Oops.
Oh, is this the reverse hospital?
No, we have gone past the hospital.
Okay. Also, did you hear about the drugs?
Yes, we have heard about the drugs. Okay. Okay, you...
Yeah, so these enemies suck.
Yeah, we ran into a couple of these.
Because yeah, this game throws out a bunch of, I wouldn't quite call them red herrings, because it doesn't really pursue any of them, but it doesn't explain them away either. Sort of just
Okay.
possible explanations for what's going on, and the drugs one is one of them.
Okay, time to go to the hospital again.
Ultimately, though, it is a red herring in the grand scheme of the franchise.
Oh, nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, hello. Okay, let's see. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, I guess I'll go forward then. Or not. Where do I go then? Okay, not there. Oh, I see. Damn it. Get the prompt. There we go. Okay.
Insert disc 3.
Alright. Nope. Get out. Let's see. Okay, so we got an axe. We had the axe or the hammer. I'm gonna use the hammer. Because the hammer was my friend. Gigastore. Oh, I see what you're doing there. It's the whatever the hell this is.
Virgin Megastore.
Yeah, it's not the Virgin Megastore. Nothing unusual. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's go on this extremely thin escalator. Or not.
Cheryl!
Okay. Oh, let's see. God, I don't know if it's just the perspective here, but God, those escalators look super thin. Also very tiny.
They are thin, and even more so, they are incredibly tiny.
They're for babies.
They shrank the escalator. Why would you do this?
Alright, where is thing I need to hit? There's thing I need to hit. Where is thing I need to hit?
Ha, fucking owned.
Okay. I'm sorry. Why am I in Zelda the second boss of like Link to the Past? What is this? Okay. Um. Okay. Okay, I have a feeling that this is going to be inadequate.
Man, here this thing is just fucking vibing, and you gotta fuck it up.
Well, I wasn't trying to like jump in its thing. The thing just fell, and now it has to die.
For what? Existing? Fucked up.
I like how you just sort of half-assedly fire at it.
Whoops. Okay, you know what? I bet you there are probably better ways for me to handle that. Okay, now. God, even this music sounds like the mini boss music from like Super Metroid. There we go.
Can't believe you
Wait.
went and you killed it.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay, that was silly. Where am I? Okay, where did that put me?
Really had to worm your way out of that situation.
How long did it take you to think of
A lot longer than I really would like to admit.
that? Okay, doke.
You could hear the gears turning.
Nope. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to go down Sagan Street. In this weird industrial city. Or not.
Everybody's here. It's a party.
Everyone is hearing it. I do appreciate how much serpentine works in this game. Also, I'm glad that you have infinite stamina. Almost there, almost there. Where's the entrance? That's a wall. Okay, that's not. Almost there. Get inside. Okay. Let's take stock. Okay. Get out the hammer again. There we go. Good as new. Let's record.
Harry!
Glad you're okay.
Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone.
I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you. Lisa, can you tell me how to get to the lake?
The lake? You take Bachman Road.
The road's blocked.
Well, that's the only way out there.
Are you sure? There's gotta be another way.
Wait! I just remembered something!
What?
There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school. It's been abandoned for years. There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
Harry, don't go! I don't want to be alone. It's so scary, I can't stand it.
How about coming with me?
Oh no.
This may not be the safest place in the world either. I can't promise you anything, but I'll do my best to protect you.
No. Somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. Oh, Harry, I'm so scared. I'm cold.
Look, just wait here a little longer. I'll be back as soon as I find my daughter.
Harry?
Okay, so now I have to go to the elementary school.
Oh boy.
Again?
Do you not like schools?
Well, I think we already were there.
Just you go up to the front desk of a hotel and just immediately write down your fucking day.
Okay, let's take a look-see. Well, that's still circled.
It's because you got to go to the waterworks, not the school.
Well, the hospital's still circled.
Mm.
And there isn't anything else circled.
That's also because you're on a different map. You have to return to the across the bridge to get to the first map.
Okay. Well, this is different. Oop. You know, I was gonna make a joke of, am I gonna have to fight, like, the Hind D up here? No, apparently I gotta fight Mothra. How am I supposed to fight Mothra? Am I gonna find, like, a rocket launcher up here or something? No, don't go back up.
Lured in with the promises of fire.
Nope.
I appreciate you're just getting bodied by its bottom.
Please, it's called a thorax.
Its ass.
Thorax.
Thorax.
Oh, well.
Oh no.
Oh no, I only have 6 more of them. Ow.
Because like it clearly doesn't have a stinger.
It's using its full force to slap
It's
you.
just slapping you with its fat ass. Oh no, that moth's ass is too fat. What a weird fight.
Yeah. Okay. That was silly. Okay, let's, I guess, go back to the other side, to the waterworks.
You also missed the hunting rifle during the larva fight.
I'm sorry, the what?
The hunting rifle.
Is it just missing now? Because where the hell would it have been?
Yeah, it's the only place you can find the hunting rifle is during the boss fight.
That's dumb. So I am missing out and I take it a really good weapon?
Yeah.
Time to go back in time.
Yeah. Quick do this. What the hell, foot? Whoop. God damn it. Good. Oh, God. Do. So, is it just on the ground?
It's
Leaning against the wall. In the
Yeah,
dirt pot, in the dirt pit.
Huh.
Didn't you have a quick save?
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's good. I could just go here. That fight was easy enough. And it's up on the roof?
No, it's in the pit with the larva.
Like, what pit?
During the larva fight.
Oh,
that-
it is during the fight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it is. Let's see.
So you're not at that part anymore.
So I can't get it now?
No, you can't get it unless you go back to the larva fight.
Oh, that fight?
Yeah. This is the moth.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this fight.
No.
That's actually really infuriating. Not towards like that
Yeah,
is
the sand pit.
that is really dumb that you can just miss something like that. That's okay. It's not like we're gonna. Let's see. Actually, I'm kind of curious. How long? Yeah, we'll be good. Let's just do this again.
We're not getting to the end of this game, so.
Okay. You know, this fight's kind of wholly unnecessary.
It's fucking weird and out of place, right?
It just feels weird. Like I wonder if it's a case where it's like, oh, there's a whatchamacallit, like there's like, oh, someone made an asset for like, oh, what, where am I, there I am, like for a boss like that. It's like, okay, but we don't have any good place for it, let's just put it here. Oh well, it's an easy enough fight. Let's see, going across the bridge. Also, we haven't found any hunting rifle ammo, so I take it that's it's like a case of like that. I guess it's like the Magnum from Resident Evil, where it's just like really good, but it has like 0 ammo for it. That's okay. We have hammer. We don't need hunting rifle. Oop. I see. What? What? Oh. Okay. If I hit it hard, like with a hammer? What? So, so are you required to use the hammer there? Or is it just...
It's just any melee weapon.
Okay. Okay, let's see. This looks not... This looks like an incredibly safe place. I don't like that sound. What the hell is that? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, this is not...
I think if you hold it down, you get the, there you go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pressure sensitive. No, you could pick up ammo for a gun before the gun appears.
Yeah, because I think we found shotgun shells before we found the shotgun. Much like Kadelka.
Mm-hmm.
And I did look at a video, we totally did just miss shotgun. There's actually a couple of them I think we missed.
Do the guns also break?
No. Just the... Well, the guns have ammo, is the thing. Oh. Oh, it's just dead.
I see, so ammo doesn't prove the existence of the weapon.
Well, they existed. Oh, like I... Guess
Just
what?
imagine finding a bunch of shotgun
hey,
shells.
Wait.
Oh. So imagine finding a bunch of shotgun shells, but the shotgun doesn't actually exist.
Oh, the shotgun does exist.
I know, I'm just saying, think about it. What if?
If it didn't, that would be funny. Ooh.
So rules of causality are meaningless. Who the fuck's leaving ammo in the sewers?
Like,
Oh yeah, and health drink.
I would say the people who are leaving ammo just everywhere.
Also, I can't imagine that's good for the ammo.
Like in the hospital.
I too like to leave shotgun shells in the hospital.
Okay.
Imagine just doing that, just walking in, leaving some shells.
I'm
and someone
sure the
questions
people
you.
working there would very much appreciate you just dropping random ammo.
Well, how do you think? How else do you think they fight disease? It's with a
Exactly.
gun.
Oh, if somebody questions you, just say, "I'm just leaving this here for the protagonist," and then you just walk away.
You ever hear of the journalist Harry Mason?
As I say, he covered worse, you know that's someone else.
It's a different one.
Okay, I'm completely lost.
Covered Hell Wars.
This place is a shithole.
I mean, quite literally, it is a waterworks after all. So,
It's where the water works.
But nowhere else.
Lazy water.
Get a fucking job, water.
I appreciate games where if you're running, you can just go straight into a wall.
Gonna go down to the hospital and talk about drugs.
Drug trafficking.
I mean, there's clearly something that's someone's sub-ohming really hard in this town.
That's actually why Harry got into a car crash, is because he was fucking hotboxing.
Oh, there we go.
Just gonna jot down a few things. There
See, I
we
like
go.
to call it what it is.
Sewer.
I just like that there's this random notepad down here in the sewers. Time to write in it.
And they all...
Also, it's leaky as shit down here.
That's water. Squeak.
I'm just saying, why have the desk in a fucking place that's gonna just leak all over it?
Why not?
Also, it's like a wood desk, which is like, why?
Okay, also the map down here could be better.
It's not great.
You're not great.
Your face.
That's great, though.
You're right, but that's still mean.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate this boat just being down here.
This fucked up paper boat, yeah. Does it look clean? I mean, why don't you drink from it?
Should probably head back to that room you were in.
Probably, yeah.
Because I think you missed something.
You think it's so clean, then drink from it.
You drank from it.
Okay, I'm on it, Coach. Give me a little bit to get to Silent Hill first.
Okay.
Did they ever...
And then you lose...
Didn't
you lose me for...
Didn't they kind of... Didn't we have the discussion last time of where people think Silent Hill roughly is?
Silent Hill is in New England. That is roughly
Yeah.
where it is. It is a sleepy New England town.
The general
It's not.
impression somewhere around Massachusetts or Maine, but yeah.
Yeah. Not in Pennsylvania. That was the movie.
Not in West. No, the movie was West Virginia.
Yeah, it's West Virginia, but it was based off of Centralia, PA for the movie.
Yes, yes.
I even had a discussion, a very brief discussion with Masahiro Ito over this on Twitter. I remember this distinctly.
See, I'm just saying, Silent Hill's a fucking car drive from where I am. I can go there anytime, and then you lose track of me for a week.
I see.
And just a week later, you hear me talking about how I overcame my inner demons, and now I have a child.
But then your inner demons come back to haunt you regardless.
What the?
Now,
Oh,
never mind.
hell was
Mine are
that?
actually
Oh Jesus!
pretty easy.
Caw!
I'm gonna hit you. What the hell is that?
My inner demons are actually very easy to overcome, come to find out.
Get the hell away from
Me
that thing.
running through Silent Hill screaming, "There's nothing you can do to me that I haven't already done to myself!"
And worse.
Also, how much damage is that doing? Oh, that's doing a good amount of damage.
If only you had some kind of ranged item in which to take it down.
I suppose I could, but that would be cowardice. Also a smart move, but nonetheless.
Just me running around yelling, "Get out here, you bitch-ass demon! I'm here to kick your ass!"
Okay, the door was closed.
I heard you talking shit about me, and you're right, but also...
That's mean.
Exactly.
Okay, you know what?
Just live tweeting from Silent Hill.
Oh, hi.
Surrounded by fog, kind of fucked up.
I don't know how the pizza here is. Fucking hungry.
All the roads seem to be crumbling.
Ah, reminds me of home.
Seems like a good test bed for that pizza delivery drone.
Hashtag potholes. Hashtag am I right?
Look, have you ever fucking driven in Maine? All that's there is awful road.
I have not had the pleasure.
Roads in Maine are a fucking nightmare because of the weather.
I just know that there is, in very small towns in Maine, that there is a lot of murder that happens.
It's true.
Later.
Well, because basically Maine is a lot of back road, and it's a lot of cold, icy weather. So the roads get wrecked by the weather, and it's near impossible to fucking fix them because there's so many fucking back roads.
My favorite thing about, Murder, She Wrote is that the people who have gone and actually tried to figure out what statistically is the murder rate in that city and how it is like twice as many murders occur in Cabot Cove, Maine than any other city in the world. Like the highest murder city in the world is like a quarter of what happens in Cabot Cove, Maine.
Look, folks in Maine get real stir crazy.
They're basically in Canada.
As I said, that's kind of where we are is essentially mini Canada.
Lesser Canada.
Okay. Shinies.
Yeah, fuck him.
No, he's kicking him.
Look, I've seen some shit, alright?
Okay, let's use that health drink immediately.
Yeah, that's right, Wordy. Like, Resident Evil pretty much puts every fucking bit of map to use.
Wait, could I have gone right from that location?
Where Silent Hill is more content to take its time.
I will say that from what I have played of this, and what I've played of Resident Evil, I do feel like I enjoy what this game does more than than Resident Evil 1 does.
I feel like Resident Evil's a bit too claustrophobic. Whereas there's a lot more space to maneuver. And
Resident Evil's what?
I was gonna say the types of enemies are a little more conducive to combat, whereas Resident Evil's enemies, they'll almost always grab you.
This is my favorite Spyro anime.
Ah, they did my axe dirty.
Yeah, that thing sucks.
Which is better, the hammer or the fucking axe?
The
It seems
hammer.
like the hammer.
Hammer has the best damage output.
The only thing about the hammer is that you cannot move and use it at the same time, which is fine. Okay.
The other nice thing about this is you don't have to fight everything in the game. You can actually run away from stuff, whereas it's way harder to do that in Resident Evil.
It depends upon which mode in which Resident Evil.
Well, Resident Evil 1.
I feel like in 1, in order to fully kill an enemy, there's a lot more work that you have to do.
Yeah.
That's more what I mean, is like an RE1 that's a process to actually kill shit.
Which there's still, like, the kicky stuff in here.
Yeah, but the kick makes it very simple and quick.
Yeah, this doesn't work. Later.
Oh look, friends!
Later.
Rude.
Later. Also, let me check some real quick. Yeah, let's use a first aid kit.
Not gonna use just... okay.
I could have used a couple health drinks, but I also have enough first aid kits.
I guess I just was saying that you aren't super low.
Oh, yeah, I suppose, but still, I want to at least just make sure.
Look, this kind of inefficiency bugs the shit out of me.
Okay.
It's true, the foot is the strongest weapon in all the games. The thing about it, your hammer can't actually kill shit.
I mean, it can, though.
Very slowly.
You hit them enough times.
But the shoe, that can just kill them the second they're down. I'm leaving the sewer is all that's written on the notepad.
No likey down here.
This place smells like shit.
Hashtag poo gas.
Just all it says is should have brought some Vicks.
Turns out Silent Hill 1 was Torpid's journey in the entire time.
He just writes on the notepad his shopping list, and all it says is Vicks Vapo Rub.
Okay, what is this? Resort area.
Craig Street.
Craig.
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 Wreckburger. Annie's Bar. Also Bachman Road. How much drugs do you feel are dealt on Craig Street?
No, Nolden, that's the movie. This is Snow. They mention it. They mention it in the earlier in the game.
It snows a lot in Maine.
Okay, should we go, I guess, to the bar?
Whereas, yeah, the movie is specifically based on Centralia.
Which wasn't built over a coal fire, but there was a coal.
No,
fire
there was a coal
underneath.
mine. There was a coal mine that got
Yeah.
lit,
Yeah.
and the fire never went out. The fire's still going to this very day.
Yep.
And most of the people have moved out, and pretty much the only people left there are a bunch of old people who don't want to leave their homes, essentially. But a vast majority of the people and families are gone now.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm beat. I thought I was a goner there. So how'd it go? Did you find a way out?
No, not yet. How
I'm
about
just
you?
picturing in my mind Centralia being started by a fucking gender reveal party.
But it's too soon to give up. This craziness can't go on
Forget the
forever.
actual start, but it's really dumb.
A military rescue squad should be here any time now. If they come through the town, we're home free.
I hope so.
I better get going.
That's right.
This isn't the
As of
time to
'92,
stand
all
around
of Centralia is considered under public domain, under state domain, eminent
You know the girl
domain.
called
That's the word.
Alessa?
And condemned,
No.
because that's how bad it is there. They even discontinued the zip code because it's so unsafe to be there. Yeah, as of 2013, there were 7 remaining residents who just want to live out their lives there.
Oops, that's just that. Okay, well. Oh, I can't get, like, a pool cue and, like, beat people with it. Oh. Let's see. Okay, and we're saying going to the burger place.
And the current running theories for Centralia are someone fucked up when disposing of some hot coals and they got into the mine and lit shit. The other potential one is that they're trying to clean up the landfill back when it was in a different spot and fucked up. Because these sorts of things only start from idiotic accidents. That is what history has taught me.
I mean, it makes sense.
What good dogs. Oh, there's
Speaking
also a
of-
dog.
Where's the doghouse?
Okay. Is there...
You're at the burger place.
I'm at the burger place, but where is the entrance to the burger place?
You were at the entrance. You can't get into every single place that's marked on the map.
Oh, I was told to go to the burger place.
I love Burger Place.
I
Who
guess
told
that-
you to go to the burger place?
I thought I saw someone in chat say that I should go to the burger place. I went to
The Burger Place is the building made of bacon.
and there is not.
There's no entrance.
Bacon building.
There's no entrance.
Try
but-
going to the Indian Runner
Okay.
place instead.
Yeah, let's try going there.
Also, man, this reminds me, I was watching Ghost Adventures at Sema for the first time. Yesterday.
Wait, you
It
two have
was-
not seen that yet?
She has, I have not.
Okay.
Oh, what a treat.
Yeah, and it's great, because, well, the episodes we watched, they just ran down this fucking native Indian man who was just out for a walk to ask him lore about the property they were on.
That's something you shouldn't do.
The best part is they did this while they had some kids fucking around with metal detectors in the background.
Yeah, that show is an absolute treat to watch.
It's also great because we now have our hands on Phasmophobia, which is basically that if ghosts were real.
Oh, good. I also have that.
Good. We should do that sometime.
You want the code?
Sure.
0473.
69.
I'm surprised they didn't go full 573 like Konami.
Should have gone with 0451.
8675309.
Actually, I think this is before System Shock 2.
Is I think same year. August 20th. He came by handover package.
You get the code by oh. Did you get a key?
I did not.
Okay, because you're gonna need to go back to the bar to get the key.
Or maybe I did.
You don't need to do any of this, by the way. But if you want to go towards the good ending, then you should.
Yeah, we could probably. I'll go back to the bar so we can show this off because I think what's gonna happen is that we're just gonna continue doing this, and we are definitely not gonna get to the end of this game. So let's show this off, and I think we are at a good spot to rank.
So...
Or is there like a story thing that is about to happen?
Oh, no, I was gonna say acts are 6 months apart. System Shock 2 is the later of the two.
Right.
They're looking it up.
I mean, you won't get any. You'd have to do a couple of things before you can get like some more.
Oh my
plot.
god, I'm so happy you rammed into the car. Tell me more, Nolden. I'm curious.
Wait,
I
where,
enjoy dumb trivia.
wait, where's the? Oh. Uh, no! Go in the door.
No!
Everything is good. Everything is fine.
There.
Everything's gonna be Daijobu.
Okay.
Did that say the Funk Tour?
So you want to check the corpse.
Go back to the wall. No, go back
Yeah.
to the wall. I need to. The Funk Tour, ladies!
Okay, so where is this?
Best kind of tour. So head to the pool tables and check the body. Or check that. Yeah.
Coffin must have dropped this. Looks like it's
Fucking
full of stuff.
Kaufman.
Got the coffin
You get
key
your key,
and the receipt.
and that's the
Finally.
receipt tells you the code to get into that building.
Indian runner thing.
Yes. So now you can run back to the Indian runner.
Later, bitches. You can't catch me. Oh god, now there's a flying thing.
God, Kaufman's such a mess, such a silly Billy. Can't believe he forgot his key like that, or his receipt.
Up in the wrong direction.
What a butterfingers, am I right, everyone?
Too busy being pounced by a zombie.
That sounds like a you problem, and I'm calling the cops.
We have seen that they're not going to do much.
Cops are in on it.
Bunch of goddamn pigs.
Okay, let's see. There's Indian Runner. Where was the door? There's the door. Okay. And then I take you go around here. And here. It's locked. And use...
Also, joke's on you, it wasn't actually a submarine that they fought. He's the one responsible for that time that they rammed a boat into Cthulhu.
3 is written on the tag. Okay, so I guess it isn't used here.
No, not yet. So let's see. Check the large cabinet behind the counter.
Just never forget that
There's the
time that they
safety.
beat Cthulhu. By ramming him with a boat.
That was Jaws.
No, that was Cthulhu.
And Jaws.
It was both of them.
Yes, it was. That's why I said and Jaws.
Drugs!
Yeah, drugs!
Yes, take the drugs.
Give me the drugs. What is this drug? It's not letting me take it.
What is this, drugs? Where are they coming from?
Yeah, this is one of those things, it's like the weird plot thread that they never touch on ever again.
So he's just keeping drugs. Is there, like, it wasn't letting me take them.
Can't take the drugs. Worst game.
This isn't...
And I know I wouldn't want to be fucking rammed by a dreadnought.
3 loaves of bread, 3 cartons of milk, 2 dozen eggs. Rear entrance code 80886. Okay. Is there anything else here that I should do? Or do you think we're good to rank this?
At this point, you're just kind of doing a quest to unlock one of the good endings. So I mean, there's nothing more to do in here. You'd have to go to the motel next, and then a couple of other things before you actually get any.
But not the best ending, because that requires foresight.
Yeah, I already got him the
liquid.
the item, the liquid.
Ah, yes, the abortion liquid.
Okay, I think we're probably good here. So let us save state and let me bring up Firefox. Now get privacy on every screen. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. And okay, we have sorted. Okay, so let me do this, and this, and this. So Silent Hill is pretty good from what I've played. I really enjoyed it, actually. By virtue of just giving it a comparison point, Resident Evil is at 6, and I believe that this is better than Resident Evil.
Yes.
I appreciate that it's sort of a it's a survival horror game that didn't try to completely ape Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It did its own thing, and it ran it really well. I would put this over Parasite Eve as well.
Let's see. Oh, and that's a 5. Alright, look, because I'm just looking at the new Ghostbusters. Do we have Sweet Home in here? Yeah, we also have Sweet Home in there, which I can definitely agree with Let's see. 4. We don't have any survival horror. There's no way we have any survival horrors up here. No, we don't. Let's see what else we got in here. Got Sim City. We have Soul Blazer. We have Sunset Riders. We have Super Adventure Island. Tomba 1. Yeah, let's see, what other PlayStation? Rising Zan, the Samurai Gunman. Power Shovel. Harmful Park. Bloody Roar 2 and 3. We got Blood.
I don't know. I kind of think Silent Hill's a little bit better.
We also have
No.
Kudelka up here too.
I would play Silent Hill over Kudelka, straight up.
Let's see. 3. We have Silent Bomber. Threads of Fate. You Don't Know Jack. Gun Gauge. That's it for PlayStation. Environmental Station Alpha. Jack Brothers. Happy. Volmania. Moon. Neo Turf Masters. I feel like this is a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 2 or a 3 on this.
Because let's see, what have we got into? Spyro Dragon. Bushido Blade are the PlayStation comparisons. For some reason, this one just seems super low in my head. Time Crisis type. I'm thinking more 3. Like, I feel like these kind of are a little bit more refined. Because Silent Hill, there is still a little bit of weirdness going on with Silent Hill, but I can still see it being a 3.
I would say Silent Hill 2 is closer to a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 will be a different thing altogether.
I would fucking argue 1 is... Silent Hill 2 is a 1, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Silent Hill 1 is...
Silent Hill 1's a 3 for sure.
Yeah. Like, I could definitely see it not being a 4. Like, I could see it definitely being above, like, 4. But 3 is still in Mastercraft, so... It's still pretty good. Let's see, this is a 3 years or 3... I think it's 303. Yeah, it's 303. This came out in 1989. Ami. It's PlayStation. It is survival horror. It is spooky. Alright, Charms. I actually am... Even though it doesn't technically... Like, this doesn't have a whole lot of music, I do believe that the sound design in this game is really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually think the music's very good, too.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of music, but the music is really good. There's a reason why Akira Yamaoka is so well regarded for Silent Hill stuff.
Yeah, it gets more... there's more in later games, but yeah.
The drug referencing, that's not yikes. That's just
Nah.
So the drug thing is sort of like a red herring in the grand game. This game throws out a bunch of like tiny plot threads that it leaves pretty much loose to kind of explain what's going on in Silent Hill. And 3's just like, you know what? No, it's just fucking magic cult shit anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. Gameplay, I'm gonna give a plus. Or a thumbs up. Because this game does a lot of really good things gameplay-wise. Like, its combat system, I feel, for what it has to work with, I believe that it's actually still pretty good. Charm, I don't know if charm is really the right word for this. Story
Add charm to it.
Well, the thing is, I think it's mostly just like horror stuff. Like it's not like it's the charm is not the thing I would call unique to this. I actually might consider giving a thumbs up to storytelling, actually. Is there any argument or agreement for that?
Yeah.
No, that's fine for me.
All right. Difficulty? I don't think it's really that difficult.
It's a fairly balanced game.
Yeah, because they give you enough health stuff.
Man, it's still weird to me about how, like, a lot of fucking Silent Hill music just has Elizabeth Mary McGlynn for some reason.
Huh.
Akira Yamaoka really likes her, I guess.
I guess. Art. It still looks pretty good, so I'll give it a thumbs up for art as well.
Yeah, it was a tail end PS1 game, so that helps, but...
Yay or nay?
You were getting close to the end of the game there, so like it's got a decent length.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it overstays its welcome.
Yeah, I feel like if I had played that, like, if I had beaten this game and then did the run, I feel like I might have been able to beat it in 2 episodes. If I had gone particularly long.
Kuon is definitely not spookier than Silent Hill.
I don't really know if I can think of any particular nays for it. Actually, yes. It's not... I might have to think of, like, a more not as powerful one. But the fact that you can miss stuff if you don't see it.
I was gonna say clairvoyance for the best ending.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, technically, yeah. But also the fact that you can miss stuff.
Also, because it's fine though, because the best ending isn't canon, but still.
It's still a thing that...
Yeah.
I don't know if any of these... I'm trying to think of, like, the best one. I think actually the clairvoyance thing might also count for that. It's not Dead Man Walking. Camera issues, maybe. It's not too bad, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the clairvoyance one there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're good at putting Silent Hill at 3. I don't know if I'd call that too much horror, because that, like... Maybe I'm just not spooked by horror games, but that didn't seem too terribly spooky to me.
I mean, my thinking is like, I consider Silent Hill 2 one of the best horror games ever made, and Silent Hill 1 being, you know, like 3rd or 4th, but like, if you were to ask me the scariest horror game I've ever played, that would definitely be Fatal Frame 1 or 2. Because those games actually terrified the crap out of me. Whereas it's more spooky and atmospheric, but it's not outright terrifying.
I don't know if I'd put a Made of Abundant Love for this, because I think it's just, like, I think it's really well made, but I don't think it's like...
Yeah, it's not made with abundant love.
It's like polished, but it's also not...
Made with Abundant Love describes a very specific quality to a game.
Yeah. It's a lot of little tiny things. But then again, the map system is... It's like, the one thing I'll go for is I really appreciate the maps.
Also, you have to kind of take certain things into account when doling out charms and criticisms. You have to think about how it existed at its time. Like, there are going to be... Like, the combat may seem generic now, but back then, the combat was actually pretty decent.
And also, I would say the combat, I wouldn't even call it that bad. Like, I would not, like, it's not great, but also it's a survival horror game, so if you had a good combat system, then the thing is that once you put in a good combat system, the horror goes away.
Yeah.
I disagree. Resident Evil 7's pretty good up to a point.
Well, 7, I wouldn't say 7's combat system is super great, but it's functional. It does what it needs
It's
to do
solid
without
and it
being...
feels good.
Maybe not goes
Yeah,
away,
it's
but
not
it can hamper, though.
It's not an imposition to what's going on. You still feel kind of weak and helpless.
Yeah, no, there are ways around that mentality is what I'm saying, but yeah.
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 It really just depends on how
Also,
well you
you're
integrate
just
the
some
combat.
fucking schlub.
That is also true.
But yeah.
Like, it works in the context of the game, and I feel it's fine, clunky as is.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but the farther away enemies got, the harder it was for you to actually hit them with a gun, and that is specifically because Harry has never fired a weapon.
Yeah.
So he's, like, super not good with
That's
guns.
as chat joked, Harry cannot lead to save his life.
Yeah.
Like, lead a shot.
So there's little details throughout the game that just make it all the better, and also add to the mechanics as well.
Yeah, like the way he fights with the weapons is very clumsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Silent Hill. It is a very good game. Much better than I was really expecting it to be, because I'm like, oh, it's like the first Silent Hill, so it's probably going to be a little bit jank, but it actually held up really well. I mean, obviously, of the PlayStation horror games we've done so far, and by that I mean the 2 that we've done, I'm actually really surprised at both how well this and Kudelka held up. And I guess we'll find out on Sunday how the third one that we're doing holds up, which is great, because when I tested that, text in that game, the emulator did not like it off the bat, but I managed to get it to work. But yes, that Silent Hill has definitely held up, and Lord knows, I have heard enough things about Silent Hill 2 that one of these days I will have to play that one.
Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2.
So, I mean, it could already get in there, but also November 13th.
Yeah. I mean, it could have already gotten in there, but it doesn't matter because on November 13th.
Yeah.
All the rules are out the window.
Eternal Darkness, Fatal Frame.
Yeah, that's Ratchet and Clank, Shadow of the Colossus.
I don't know why. Well, one, also it doesn't matter because it was a PlayStation 1 game, but for some reason Aquanauts Holiday was also popping into my head, which that is a thing. But yes. That is going to do it for this. So let's go from one horror game to another horror game in a completely different tone. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.ldp.life, and you can watch past episodes at your leisure. This episode will go up on Monday. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/LoadUpPuzzlo, and watch these episodes live, Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. There's also my personal Twitter at LoadUpPuzzlo, and the show's Twitter at Hazeltown Story. There's also Discord, in which it's getting closer to the end of the month. Well, it's a halfway point, but towards the end of the month, we will be discussing what we're doing in December. Also Media Delta polls and other polls in general. There's also Patreon, and $2 and $5 tiers helps with hosting costs and various other things. So tomorrow, we're playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And depending upon how many people I can round up for that, we're probably going to try and do a race of this. I have gone ahead and found a version that we will not be doing, the default version, thankfully, but there's only so much you can do to help with this game. So yes, that'll be fun. So let me go ahead and see who I can send you all to. Let me go. Twitch, hopefully, please do not make noise. Okay, good. So, looking here. So I see that my brother is playing Soul Blazer Randomizer, so I'm gonna do him a solid and send you all to him. So make sure to say hi. Oops. Oh, God damn it, why do you have to have such a complicated name? S-E-H-N-A-P-P-S. Oh, God. Of course, then I misspell raid. God damn it.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is. There we go. Alright. Have a good night. Or whatever time it is when you're watching this.
Later.